Now, since the start of the year, South Africa has been caught up in racism crisis, one after the other. And just last weekend, Rivers Church pastor Olivie was embroiled in yet another racist row. This week saw the Arts and Culture Minister, Minister Nathi Mthethwa, unveil an anti-racism song album during the week in an effort to foster social cohesion and nation building. The song is called No Love, No Life. It's composed by musician and people's poet Mr. Mzwakhe Mbuli, who joins us in studio now. It's such an honor to be here with you. I really am honored. But the question that comes to mind is, given the racism outburst that we've been seeing in South Africa, can a song really solve the problem that we're dealing with right now?
The answer is yes. Even to the doubting Thomases, the answer is yes. And
how so?
What comes to my mind is the biggest event, Wembley Stadium 1988, released Nelson Mandela. After that incident, it was the biggest in the world. Everybody's been saying release Mandela. You would not use Muhammad Ali and use two boxers to exchange blows and say release Mandela. Every advert, every product in this world, you use music in order to popularize your product. Okay? So music, therefore, is the most potent weapon. Okay? Churches out there would not. Everything will be dull if people would just keep quiet and say evangelism will take place. So we sing when we mourn. We sing when we go to war. We sing when we celebrate. So without music, there would be no awards, music awards, if then music had no role. So it shows that music has power. Now, I am saying music is powerful than speeches. Sometimes people will issue a press release and then it's a printing media. Tomorrow you do away with the paper, you wait for the next day. Now music is more powerful than anything you can think of, because a speech, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, you sit down. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, all protocols observed. No, but this one, it's us, it's the words, it's the lyrics, unless it's a music that is with empty phrases. Here we are saying deliberately, when the Minister of Arts and Culture said one must do something, if there were no children in this world, I was not going to accept the offer. Now the future belongs to the children, because if you cannot teach old dogs new tricks, then me and you are full of hatred and prejudice. No. I think for the fact that there are little children who embrace each other, love comes natural. Mandela loved children. So children knows no color. You know, color is me and you, it's prejudice. So I'm saying, we are saying there is no mother, a parent out there will breastfeed a racist. No one gives birth to a racist. There are no DNA or genes for racism. So it means this thing is external, demonic spirits. These things are external, because when we are born, you're not born hating. So we can't accept the fact that people would hate one another simply because of this and that. These are demons, these ideologies, but these are things that me and you must fight tooth and nail. If we fought the demon of apartheid, we can fight and defeat this kind of a demon, like those, like the Hitlerism. If there is Hitler, there are people who exterminated other races. You saw what happened in Hutu, Burundi, what Hitler did to the Jews. So I am saying we need to fight it tooth and nail. We come from a country where it was whites-only parliament, but me and you were hopeful that one day we shall be free. The slaves were in shackles and chains. They sang not because they were enjoying the chains. They sang because they hoped that one day they were going to be free.
So I want us to go to the practicalities. When the issue with Pastor Andre at Rivers Church broke this week, we had, for example, the EFF saying we're going to physically fill up the church unless a public apology is issued, which then happened. How do we deal with racism in South Africa? What is the role of white people and what is the role of black people to practically reunite and heal this nation that's under so much pressure?
Well, the people who kept the Nationalist Party in power for many years was the white electorate. Me and you didn't have the power to vote. After 1994, what happened to those people? They didn't go out of the country. Racists remained inside. Hence, we experienced the Buremach AWB. Some people are here. Now, under apartheid, powders are recalled blacks, baboons. There were a lot of insults. Whenever I was in detention, solitary confinement, I was called baboon, K-word, everything. Okay, and you know, I'm vulgar proof. I came up with a poem saying I'm vulgar proof because I've gone through all torture, all forms of torture, all forms of insults. Now, words cannot break me. Words could not break us. We were determined. Mandela came out of prison. What Madiba did, he was a symbol of reconciliation. Mandela organized lunch with the former wives or wives of former oppressors, Verwoerd, George Foster, and all of them. So me and you, why Mandela? After 27 years, he came out without any semblance of bitterness. So love is the answer. Love is the key. This song says, no love, no life. No God, no life. No Jah, no life. So all religions from the mosque to synagogue, everybody, all sporting codes. I mean, look, everybody we see, watch now, Euro 16, it says, against no racism, no racism. Why don't we question that? Will this be effective? Just to say before we start of any soccer competition, no racism, we are against racism. Now, you cannot hear it. A song, you can hear it. The words, the lyrics are saying no love, no life. It talks about no Ubuntu, no life. So we believe in Ubuntu, and music is powerful. I want to repeat again, this world will be incomplete, will be dull without music, because if you want to advertise this glass of water magazine, you need music. So music is power. Nothing can match music. So we are using this element. Other people, they can use paintings and other forms of art. We will continue to be optimistic, hopeful, because the future belongs to the little ones. Hence, when we were doing this, we're doing the video at the same time.
Right.
We use little children, 6 years to 8 years, Chinese, Afrikaner, Asian. You'll watch the video at some stage, but we were focusing on the little ones.
So I want to go back to the issue of music. We've had a very interesting policy being passed in South Africa by the national broadcaster. I think it's now been called the 90-10 rule. The 90% rule.
Beautiful.
You did a song, if I'm not mistaken, on the back of that,
yes.
in favor and
of the SABC.
Of the SABC, and thankful for what the COO has done there. Now, I know it might be early days. It's been a couple of weeks since that announcement has been made. But what practical change is this going to bring for South African musicians?
We are excited. A person with the right frame of mind should celebrate. After 6 months from now, people are going to see what is the meaning of a royalty payment. People are going to begin to get money that is substantial. They are going to feed their families like anybody else who works elsewhere in other forms of industry, right? I think it took 20 years. We fought after the inauguration of Mandela, we fought against this because it was business as usual until the end of 1994, the inauguration of Mandela. 1995, we took it to the streets. At SABC, there were scaffolds. It was bitter. We were called names. Mzwakhe is bringing politics into music. We fought. We entered 5 FM, interrupted live, a broadcast because we were angry. We were saying, let us change. There were Bantu-stand scenarios on SABC. At that time, a Sotho song will be heard on Ulesedi, a Xhosa song will be heard on Mthlobonen. And again, Rebecca Malope, Queen of Gospel. People who will compose songs, but not only to be played on a Sunday only. So, and again, people will say, no, you can't hear Sipedi, you can't hear Changan, yet Olivie Mtukudzi, Salif Keita, Papa Wemba. You don't understand what they sing about. So I think now it's ever happening. I tell you, the mood out there, arts practitioners are excited because on a daily basis, it's no longer the thing of the past where one album with 12 tracks, they only play one. People, if it's an album with 10 tracks, they play 6 a day. I mean, people are excited.
Now, I understand that you're releasing an album and a book later on in the year. Give us a sneak preview. What's happening? What should we be expecting? Are we going to get the same approach that you've used over the years?
I didn't know that you guys are prophets to tell us. Yeah, I deliberately said because I'm June 16 survivor. I remember, memories are still fresh. My fellow students were wearing something as white as your shirt. All of us were in school uniform, no stones, no traditional weapons. Police didn't fire, rubber bullets, but live ammunition. My fellow, schoolmates, fellow students died brutally. That was a massacre. Unfortunately, no one could have envisaged that police were going to use live ammunition against us. We only read about Sharpeville massacre. It was said, and this is a 40th anniversary. So I deliberately decided that this year I will release a book of poetry coming out this month, and then I'll release a CD. It's already out, okay? can find it at all record stores and shops. And then we'll release a live DVD, and then the book, Poet Mzwakhe Mbuli, it will come out this month, but later the biography will come out. So I'm addressing the issue of drugs.
Yes.
There is no third world war, weapons of destruction, but I'm saying drugs are weapons of mass destruction. They are dream killers. Every week out in South Africa, there are drug busts, 5 million worth. This is not meal, this is not sugar. It's meant to destroy the young people.
Yes.
So these are the things that are coming up. Anti-crime song, anti-racism song. The SABC song almost is anti-tribalism, because we joined all languages in a 6-minute song.
Unfortunately, that's all we have time for business this week. What a wonderful conversation. A very big thank you to musician and people's poet Mzwakhe Mbuli. And of course, I cannot let him go without asking him to, at the very least, give us just 2 lines of No Love, No Life. So I'm going to hand over to the people's poet, and I'm going to ask you very kindly to share with us what we can expect from this album and this particular song that's just been released 48 hours ago.
No love, no life. There is no baby born a racist. No one is born a racist. There is no DNA for racism. There are no genes for racism. Love knows no color. Love transcends all barriers. Behold, racism is a demon. Racism is cancer that runs deep from bone to marrow. Racists are trapped in the toilet of the past. Hashtag the love of God must rise. Hashtag drugs must fall. Hashtag drugs must fall. The love of God must rise. Rise, South Africa, rise. Rise, Africa, rise. Rise beyond divisions and factionalism. Hashtag racism must fall. The love of God and harmony, Ubuntu, must rise.
Oh, that is fantastic. Thank you so much.